Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna do 15 facts about moi, yours truly. And if you would like to see that, then just continue watching. Fact number one, I am actually only 5'2". I say I'm 5'3.5" or somewhere in there, but I'm actually only 5'2". Fact number two, I am actually 19 with a 1-year-old and married to an amazing man. So, fact number three, my favorite food, or like snack food right now, is those extra hot Cheetos with hot bean dip. Fact number four, I kind of have like a spending habit. Like, if I know I have money, I want to spend it. Fact number five, I'm super lazy. I am the laziest person you ever know. I could sleep all day, not get anything done, and want to sleep more when I wake up. Fact number six, when I was in high school, actually freshman, I started running track when I was in 9th grade. I made varsity track when I was in 9th grade, and I ran track all the way up until my sophomore year, and I ended up getting pregnant and had a baby, so I had to definitely stop running track. Fact number seven is I did not start playing with makeup until I was the age of 16. And the reason for that is because my mom wouldn't let me wear makeup. She said it was too pretty to wear makeup, which back then I strutted my natural face even with my bad acne, and I just strutted my face. I didn't care. I thought I was cute. And the only thing I got to wear, well, two things I got to wear, was mascara and eyeliner. So yeah, when I turned 16, my father's wife, or whatever she is, decided that it would be a good time for me to try to play with makeup, see if I liked it, because I wanted to go to school to be a cosmetology major, which I am going to do, so I'm gonna double major actually. But anyways, I wanted to go into cosmetology. I love doing hair, I love doing my hair, I love doing makeup, all that kind of stuff. So she decided to buy me some makeup and say, you know, here, try it out. If you like it, then boom. I had a starter kit from Bare Minerals, and I just started playing with my makeup. Fact number eight, one time, me and my little brother were sitting at home, and I used to have Twitter and all that stuff, and had a laptop, and I would sit on the floor and just tweet whatever came to my head. And I guess I made my brother mad one time, and I was sitting there tweeting, and like all of a sudden he jumps on my back and puts a shirt around my neck and like pulls really hard, and then like maybe I want to say 2 or 3 minutes, no, 1 or 2 minutes, I just like, I guess I passed out or blacked out or whatever it is, but I felt like I fell asleep, like I was taking a nap. And then I woke up and I was like, what? Because my brother was like smacking me, because he's like, you were just shaking and I didn't know what to do, and mom was making me smack you. And I kind of laughed because I was like, I thought I took a nap. I honestly thought I fell asleep, and I was like, huh, okay. So that night I took a magic marker and I drawed all over his brand new shoes. So fact number 9 is I am very, very outgoing. I'm very loud. I used to be really, like, I call myself ghetto. I used to be real ghetto. Like, I was that girl that if you looked at me the wrong way in the hallway, I'm like, meet me outside. Not like that anymore. Sometimes I think that, but I have to just like, you don't want to kill anybody today, Amber. You do not want to go to jail. So, yeah. But I was that ghetto kid that if you looked at me the wrong way, I wanted to take you outside and beat you up. I did get into, I think, 4 fights my freshman year. I did get into lots of fights, but I always had to do them like somewhere else, because I was in sports and I didn't want that to get taken away from me. But I wanted everybody to know that I was bad and wasn't nobody gonna tell me differently. I was gonna do my own thing. If you didn't like me, we were gonna fight and you were gonna get over it. That's just how I saw it. But I eventually had to stop doing that because my grades started to go down and I was losing all kinds of things, and I started to see that, hey, I have opportunity in track, so I better take a chance of it now. Fact number 10 would be, when I first found out that I was pregnant, I cried a little bit, yes, because let's get it out there. When you find out that you're unexpectedly pregnant, it is a real big shocker, but hey, life goes on. You have to get up and get over it. You know, how I see it is you decided to be an adult and do adult things, so now you have to take your responsibility like an adult and go on. My mentality clicked really fast and I became so mature that I'm like, okay, I'm a mommy. What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna name my kid, okay? What am I gonna dress my kid like? What kind of pampers my kid gonna wear? So I think that I matured super fast and I'm pretty mature for my age. Now I do act super silly or crazy, some would say, my husband, but I'm not crazy. Don't take offense if you're a teen mom and you don't click like I do. I don't judge anybody. You know, you live your life how you want to and I live mine how I want to. That's just how it is. Fact number 11 is when I actually moved to Louisiana, I was so against it. I did not want to live there. I'm like, whatever. So when I finally got there, you know, I tried to make the best of it. I made a couple friends. Like when I say a couple, I meant like 2 or 3 friends. Seriously. They introduced me to crawfish. Call them crawfish. My dad calls them mud bugs. But they are the best things on this entire world, and I will only eat them from Louisiana. I've tried them everywhere else and they just taste so nasty. Ugh. But they are this little, like, I don't know, they kind of look like shrimps, but much bigger shrimps. And they have like claws and all kinds of stuff. But they are super good. You just have to make them right. And you pull the tail off and you eat out of the tail. You can eat the claws too. You can also suck the head, all that stuff, but I just eat the tail and it tastes great. I can eat so much. When I was pregnant with Jaslyn and I think it was the day before, matter of fact. The day before I had to go have Jaslyn because I got induced. So the day before I had Jaslyn, I had time to eat and I had to stop eating at 12 o'clock that night. So it was April 29th and I was sitting there and I was eating pounds of crawfish. I think honestly I ate maybe like 8 pounds of crawfish. I say pounds and it sounds like so much, but they're like this big and you get like this much out of them. So a pound and 2 pounds and 3 pounds and 4 pounds really isn't that much. But you know, 8 pounds is a lot, but I had to do it. I was so hungry and this was the last time I got to eat until the next day or after I had Jaslyn, so I was like, I better eat now. My excuse was I was eating for 2 at the time. So fact number 12 is before I knew that I was actually pregnant, I knew. Like before the test said positive, I knew in my brain I was pregnant. I had a friend and her name, let's call her Shelby. And we used to, when I go to school, we used to sit in the, what would you call it, lobby of the school. And we would sit there and wait till first period. Well, I was sitting there and I'm like, hey, my stomach feels weird. I feel like real sick, like I'm gonna throw up, and I just feel nasty. I hope I don't got the stomach bug. And I'm sitting here talking to Shelby and I'm telling her this and I'm like, okay, and I don't think anything of it, and then all of a sudden she goes, what if you're pregnant? And I'm like, don't say that, girl. Don't be telling me that, because I just got a stomach bug of some sort. Y'all getting me sick. So then I'm sitting there and I would sit in first period and I would get super sick. Like I'd feel nauseous, like I'm gonna throw up. And my teacher would never let me go to the restroom. I would feel sick, like I'm gonna throw up. And I would tell him, like, look, I'm about to puke in your classroom. Can you just let me go to the bathroom? And he's like, no, you should have went to the bathroom before class. And I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna physically throw up in your classroom. Let me go. So when he wouldn't let me go, eventually I just walked out of his class because I didn't want to throw up in front of everybody. I'd rather get in trouble for going and throwing up in the bathroom than throwing up in front of everybody. So I did that, and I would call my dad and I'd say, Dad, you know, can you come get me? I don't feel good. I feel sick. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So he would come get me. And then that's when I started to notice. Like my stepmother, or whatever you want to call her, would be sitting in the kitchen making dinner, and I could smell it all the way in my room, and I would immediately get sick. I would be like, this is when my parents, like my dad, started to kind of put 2 and 2 together, and one night we were eating hamburgers, and I'm a big hamburger fan. Take me to Sonic, get a number 2 with no onions and enlarged sweet tea, and I'm good to go. But I was eating a hamburger and I was like, oh, like just the smell of it made me want to throw up. So I was like, okay, I'm not really hungry. And then my dad's like, you're gonna finish that, and if you don't finish it, you're gonna sit at the table until you finish it. So my dad forced me to eat this hamburger, and I'm slowly taking bites of it because I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Can you just give me some soup or something? And this is when my dad's wife started putting 2 and 2 together too, so she kind of knew. So she was like, hey, don't make her eat it if she doesn't want to eat it. So, but she also got offended because I didn't want to eat it when she made it, but it was just because, you know, the fetus inside me didn't want to eat it. But anyway, so I ended up finishing that hamburger, and ew, it was so disgusting. I went to my room, and then a couple days later she came to pick me up again because I was getting nauseous, and she asked me, do I need to go get your pregnancy test? And I said, you know what, sure, let's just go get one just in case. But we hadn't told my dad. We didn't tell my dad we were doing this, and then we went and got it, and then she took the test with me, and it came out positive, and she's like, you gotta tell your dad. And I said, can you give me a little bit of time? Just give me like a day or so. And she said, no, because I can't hold this from your dad. I can't hide it from him, so you're gonna tell him tonight. And I'm like, okay. So then the next day we went to go get to an actual doctor, and they said that I was like 8 weeks pregnant, maybe 9, but that my due date would be May 4th, which May 4th is my birthday. So I was like, no way, this is so cool. I knew I was pregnant before I actually knew I was pregnant. Fact number 13, I think it's like this. Maybe it's like this, I don't know. 13. I used to love Allsup's chimichangas. I still love them now, but they're not as good as I used to back then. But Allsup's chimichangas are the bomb.com. Okay, so fact number 14 isn't really about me, but it's about my lifestyle and how I lived and how I grew up. My mother is lesbian. I don't really care, regardless. If you're happy, go be happy. I'm not gonna bust your bubble. I'm not gonna be in your whole like, oh my gosh, you're gay, so don't talk to me. Or, oh my gosh, you're gay, so please don't be friends with me because I cannot be friends with gay people. I don't really care. If you're happy, you're happy. If you want to be gay, if you want to be straight, if you want to be whatever it is, be that. Be yourself, and as long as you're happy, I don't really care. Oh, fact number 15 and the last one is, you know how when you first get in the relationship and y'all are all like, oh my gosh. So whenever me and Elijah first met, which was kind of a story, but I don't really want to get into it because I know that his family watches, and most of them already know the story. I know his mom and his sister know the story of how we first met, but you know, I don't want to get into that. I was the first one to fart and poop in front of Elijah. I think the first time I farted with him was when we were laying down in bed, and I was just like, we were about to go to bed, and I just had to fart, and I didn't want to get up and go to the room, so I just farted, and he's like, you just farted in front of me. And I said, I know. And I kind of laughed because I laugh a lot, so oh well. And then the first time I pooped in front of him was actually when we were getting ready for bed. He was brushing his teeth, and I had to go to the restroom, and he wouldn't hurry, so I just went in and I sat down and did my business. I was like, whatever, we're gonna be together, then you're gonna have to get used to this, sir. That is it. That concludes the 15 facts about me. If you guys enjoy these kind of videos, then please give me a like, and I will upload more for you. I have a couple story times. If you guys want to hear those, let me know in the comments below. Also, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.